With the Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 teaser trailer revealed, the community is hyped for the winter release, which really could be any time in December to be fair. And with a new trailer, we also get the official start of the ARG. This one is for real, and the community speed ran through the first portion of it within minutes of the trailer's release. Real quick, if you don't know what an ARG is an acronym that means alternate reality game. Like an escape room, you're given puzzles to solve, and one answer leads to the next puzzle to solve and will reveal a story being told to uncover upcoming content for a piece of media. The puzzles may require translating languages, numbers, Morse code, finding hidden images or messages within sounds, and so much more. The puzzles are isolated to the digital world like the internet to use tools and to find hints. Before we get a little too deep into this, I just want to say thank you so much for watching already. I know I've been a little bit behind on content. I've just been going through a lot the last few weeks, but I am going to get back on it. So if you enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a big old thumbs up. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of content and want more Poppy Playtime information, news, and theories, go ahead and click that subscribe button and be sure to ring that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I post a new video. With all that said, you know the drill. Let's jump into it. In the Chapter 3 trailer, we got two pieces of this bigger puzzle. The first thing we see in the trailer is a flash of a few frames when you pause them, and we have an image of the iconic gas mask from last year's trailer, along with some letters spread across the screen. If you follow the hidden line, you can read the letters in the intended order to read Spectrumus. At the end of the trailer, we get a blurry text when cleared up reads playtimeco.org. I asked the ARG heavy weightlifter Mirko of the official Poppy Playtime Discord how people figured this out, and I have no idea how this text was cleared up to be readable. Mirko informed me it seemed the actual link, poppyplaytime.org, was not directing properly, so the devs provided us with the alternate link. Both links are now working properly and can redirect to the same page we are going to talk about next. Once you arrive to the site, you're looking at a 90s computer monitor, and on the bottom left is a sticky note left by Leith Pierre with his username and password. Also, please note, do not ever do this for a work computer. Leith Pierre is definitely not a good role model. His password, which is Leith speak for Head of Innovation, Leith Pierre 1995, which is when the password was most likely created or reset. Once in the computer, we see the same screen as we did back in the June teaser image with the desktop icons on the left. So far, the only icons that work are the CCTV cameras and the File Explorer. The CCTV cameras are password locked at the moment, so the next thing we can look at is the File Explorer. Inside we have two folders, the Playcare and Innovation. If we click on the Innovation folder, we see a subfolder titled Bigger Bodies Initiative, but it is password locked. As of writing and recording, the password has not been discovered and the file is inaccessible. This will likely be a puzzle we will solve later, closer to the Chapter 3 release. If we click on Playcare, we get a subfolder, Reports. Inside we have another subfolder titled Harper_021, but this folder is also password protected. This is where we enter the phrase we saw in the teaser trailer image, Spectrumus. Putting an underscore in the middle of the word and an exclamation point at the end gives us the password, and we can access the folder's contents. Here we have two files, the video titled Red Smoke Test and an image, Incident Report. The red smoke test video shows the mysterious red mist being vented into a room with a screaming, crying child before being cut off. It seems this was a test on the red smoke that puts the children to sleep. With this test, the outcome leaves much to the imagination. Pound of the smoke we see in the teaser trailer, and maybe this one, while intending to induce sleep, instead resulted in pain and suffering, which is why the child is screaming and not falling asleep. The next file is an image of an incident report. The year on the incident date has been redacted, and we see the name of the reporting employee, Claire Harper, a Playtime co-counselor. To sum up the report, the files detail that a child named Marie Payne, in the care of Harper, disturbed in the night from intense nightmares. Eyes darting around, thrashing, pale skin, blue lips, a fever. It's taking 3 employees to transfer her somewhere to be treated. Harper notes that Payne has been bullied by a group of boys, but also speculates the cause could be something she missed during Payne's monthly checkup. Harper concludes that whatever caused this to happen to the child should never happen again, ending in a threat. When this entire image is brightened, we see the word omniscient_I and the numbers 6, 5, 8, 7, 9, and 9 3/8. Omniscient_I looks like to be a password which we will use here in a moment. The numbers are quite baffling, but Mariko returns with some killer detective and number skills. Mariko seems to have solved what these numbers mean, and we are reading them wrong. Mariko explains to me that by simplifying the fractions, you add 5 8s and 3 8s together, which equals 8 8s, which is just 1. Next, you're left with 6 and 9, and you multiply them, which equals 54. The 7 and 9 is actually a 1 and a 9, which means the numbers are actually the year 1954. 1954 might be the year this incident report was recorded, just like as it's redacted. Next, the name Marie Payne should sound familiar to Poppy Playtime fans, as her name was on the report detailing information on Mommy Longlegs, her behavior, and her move to the game station as she showcases motherly instincts to the children, but hostility to adults and employees. Mommy Longlegs, the bigger body, was created in 1991 before the retail toy was created a year later. This would mean Marie Payne lived within the walls of Playtime Co. for 37 years, and that the Playcare has been around since the 50s. Marie Payne, like Thomas Clark, was not a child when put into a toy, but was an adult. Now, after Marie Payne became an adult, it is possible she became a Playtime Co. employee after graduating out of the Playcare and, like Clark, volunteered for the bigger body's experiments. A dark side theory here is that maybe Payne, as a child living in Playtime Co. along with many others, did work in the factory, and Playtime Co. told the public it was an orphanage when in fact they used children for factory labor. Last, we have the CCTV cameras. With the password omniscient_I that was discovered in the incident report file, we can now view those cameras. We have a total of 8 cameras, each surveilling rooms from Chapter 2, the statues game room, the game station, musical memory, and the halls in which Mommy Longlegs pursued us, and the grinder where she met her demise. What is interesting between all these cameras is the time frame that it might be in. In the statues camera, the window we break through in Chapter 2 is still intact. The room where the grinder is, the gate is still closed, and the door in which the prototype reaches out from is fully open and not barricaded with planks like it is in Chapter 2. While there is some blood on the floor beneath the grinder, I do not believe this is Mommy Longlegs' blood. As the rest of the evidence in the cameras suggests, we are not looking at the current cameras, but cameras from before the main game events, but after the closure of Playtime Co. At the top of the camera window, we can search the CCTV archive. So far, we have 2 dates from the VHS tapes: August 8th, 1995 from the relocation video, and June 18th, 1992 from the disappearance video. So far, when we enter those dates, we do get an error saying that this page does not exist. We will need to keep these dates in mind though when Mob reveals the next part of the ARG. At this time, it seems we have solved everything for this ARG Mob Games wants us to solve. This does not mean the ARG is over and completed. It means they're going to keep giving us more, smaller puzzles to solve with this ARG over time. So for now, we need to keep our eyes peeled for hints, clues, and more from Mob Games for the next step in this Playtime Co. conspiracy and find out what's really going on behind those factory walls. With all that covered, I gotta know everyone's thoughts here. Leave your comments down below as to what you think this ARG is trying to tell us regarding the bigger story around Playtime Co. I want to thank you all so much for watching my video all the way through. It means the world to me, and I'm so glad I have all of you on this journey with me. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and of course, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!